So hi Rachel, thank you very much for taking the time to do this video. We've just come to the end of our 7-day writing retreat in Spain.
It's gone really fast.
So what was it you were expecting? You know, what was it that appealed about the writing retreat? What made you book in the first place?
Okay, so there was loads of things. One was I wanted an adventure. I'd come out of the corporate world, setting up my own business, and I was a bit lonely, needed some networking, and I wanted an adventure. I've always wanted to write a book. Never thought I was good enough to write one. So this kind of appealed to me because it was an adventure, it was a bit of relaxation, but it was a bit of a put my toe in the water to see if I could actually write a book.
And what is it that you were hoping to get from it? And did you get it?
Yeah, so a bit more than I was hoping for, I think. So what I was hoping for was I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. Setting up as a self-employed person for me is really scary, and I wasn't sure what to expect. So I really wanted to meet other people like me that had already been on the journey, just so I could check in and, you know, sense check things, etc. So there was a lot of that in there, but yeah, I got so much from it. I learned a lot more about myself than I probably thought I was going to learn. Mainly how I need to relax a bit more and stop working quite so hard and let life just be a little bit. So yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't quite expecting to learn so much about me, but I also learned more about the book, and yeah, how the book flows and the importance of me in the book. I didn't think that would be important, but it kind of is. My story is important. Yeah.
And what difference does knowing that make? That your story is important?
I think it gives a bit of that self-validation for who I am. I'm a HR professional. My book is all about company culture, and that all came through my own journey. I've seen loads of different cultures, loads of different ways of working, some great, some not so great. And when I left work, this fascination became a bit more of an obsession around, well, what is culture? What makes us tick? Why does some teams work and some teams just don't? And so for me, kind of bringing all of that together and coming out here and working on my book and working on the style, but actually then working on my stories, my experience, my qualifications, it's a bit more empowering of actually, yeah, I've got something to add, and people can learn from me just as much as I've learned from so many amazing people over the years.
And what's been your biggest sort of aha, sort of light bulb moment?
Gosh, loads of them. I think the one was one of the ladies here is writing about retirement, and so to learn that our average age of death is 86 was a bit shocking, because I was like, I've got quite a few more years left then, so it's not a case of hanging up soon, you know. So so that was the one, but the biggest one was we did a lot of talking about different types of cultures, and I'd gone with the norm, with what most people do, and called one of my cultures toxic, and I was challenged on that, and through a lot of metaphors and a lot of talking, a lot of soul searching, a lot of my personal journey, decided actually it was a lot more around shadows and, you know, how far in a shadow we are, and it kind of the penny dropped on that one. So there might have to be a second book now. Not that I've even done the first one.
And so given that it might be a second book and you haven't even done your first one, if someone was thinking about coming on a writing retreat with Karen and Librotas, what would you say to them?
I would say do your research, believe in yourself. I do think everybody's got a book in them. You do need dedication, you need to want to do it. You can't do it because somebody tells you, but it is a journey, and you'll learn a lot more about who you are as well as what your book is about. I took myself way out of my comfort zone. I didn't know anybody that was here. A lot was done on faith and kind of faith in myself to take that leap. I don't regret it at all. I have been pampered. We've had film nights. I've had vegan food all week that's been home cooked. Yeah, I feel truly pampered. And so, yeah, I would say absolutely do it. And I might actually have to come back next year as well to do my second walk.
We would love to have you. Thank you for sharing your time to us.
You're welcome. Thank you.